Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Bad Times at the El Royale. Honestly, to get me excited for this film, you didn't need to show me anything else other than this. Okay, yeah, no. It's just downright scary, like horror film terrifying when I try it. But let's be real. All I needed was that short little clip of Chris Hemsworth, and I was gonna see this film, and I was gonna be excited to see this film. But I found a way to focus on the rest of the trailer, kind of saw the synopsis of what was going down, that it was like a Hateful Eight type of situation going on here. A premise we have seen done several times at this point, but it looks so good. And it is so good. I loved this movie. So let's go ahead and start off with the positives. First of all, I have to give major props to Drew Goddard because the direction of this film is absolutely stellar. It is beautifully directed to the point where it literally just adds so much to the film. It has a voice, it has a style, it is absolutely gorgeous. Not only do we have like nice, long one takes pretty much continuously throughout the film, but they're done in such a beautiful way about spinning around characters, the framing of the shots as we move with the camera. It's all gorgeous. This film is pretty much flawlessly shot from start to finish. It is a beautiful film to look at and such a gorgeous film to experience. The script is also really, really good. It's an entertaining script that does tie everything up pretty well. We're gonna get back to a little bit of that in the negatives, actually. But it's an interesting script that keeps you engaged, keeps you just invested in each and every character, and moving along with the story. You never get bored. You're always fascinated. Even when there are no longer things to really piece together, you're still fascinated in the story that's being told. Then we move over to the actors, and each and every actor in this film delivers a really strong performance. I'm going to start with Cynthia Erivo because she is the standout new star here, and that's saying something amongst this cast of heavyweights who are delivering something spectacular. So glad they cast an unknown black actress who can sing because she's got some pipes, and that is so essential to her as a character. But more so, she can act and it helps to sell her character so much. You are rooting for this woman from start to finish. You are endeared into her, and she plays this smart, hard-edged person that remains believable. She never falls into any sort of stereotype traps, and it really is a fantastic performance. Jeff Bridges is also really, really good in this film. I'd say for a good portion of Jeff Bridges' career, he's played the same character, just kind of slightly altered for a new setting. And here, he plays slightly the same character, but heavily altered to give a much more deep and nuanced performance than I've seen from him in some time. It is really a vulnerable but strong performance. I was fascinated with his character and Bridges' portrayal of this very broken, very interesting person. Huge kudos to him for pulling it off. It was great. Lewis Pullman is also fantastic in this film. I thought he was doing a great job right from the start, and then he gets to really flex that acting muscle by the end of this movie, and he does so with ease. He's just effortlessly great in the movie. John Hamm is really good. Hamm in particular does a really good job of throwing you off of his character's scent just a bit. I thought he was great. Dakota Johnson delivers here. She's beautiful. She's wonderful. I loved her, and I loved her character, actually. And then we get to Chris Hemsworth, who knocks it out of the park. First of all, it's not fair for a human to look this good. I mean, it's just not right. But this film really made me think he would play a great Charles Manson. Somebody should probably cast him in that role. He played something very similar in this movie, and he was absolutely fantastic. I was like, sign me up for this weird cult. I'm hooked. I'm drawn in. I'm ready to join up right now. I will fight her to spend the night in your bedroom, Chris Hemsworth. Oh, but he's just so good. He's so good at the charm. Pretty natural, but I really liked the weird kind of accent he was pulling off in this film. I thought it was really an interesting choice, but one that worked for the character. But he also pulled off the devious side to the character so well. Oh, he was just stellar in this movie. And then we get to more technical aspects. The cinematography was outstanding. The sound design was absolutely flawless. And the score, the musical score, was so good to this film. Honestly, there are very few negatives for me. The story was great, the acting was stellar, the directing was fantastic, but it was not quite a perfect film. So what does it do a little bit less than great for me? Well, first of all, the device in which we use to tell the story is interesting. It mostly works, but there are moments in which we replay the same moment from different vantage points, from different viewpoints. Different characters are now our center, and it does feel a bit repetitious as we move through it. It doesn't add quite enough to the story and the overall experience each time we have to go through it. So I do think there are parts of the film that drag just a tad because they start to feel a little repetitious. We also get backstory to each of our main characters, at least, and they are done through like room number or name, but that's also not all that consistent. It's a way to quickly kind of give us information and backstory on who each of these strangers is. But a lot of the stories I thought were a little bit flimsy. They added up to the ultimate end product, but I think the development within each of them was iffy at best. And then y'all know I'm just like a desperate, thirsty bitch. So my last negative is that we didn't get that Chris Hemsworth booty shot. Now listen, before y'all go too ham, listen. They have him in the situation in which, hello, you have it, you set it up in the script, and then you do this horrible lighting to not give it to the audience and give us that full charm that he was giving the female character on screen. I mean, come on. So yeah, I'm gonna list that as a negative, dang it. Let me be thirsty. And you're gonna tease us the whole rest of the movie with those low-rise jeans. This is, oh my gosh. He was almost distractingly attractive in this film with that open shirt. Yeah, sign me up. So overall, I had a fantastic time with this film. I just had so much fun having a bad time at the El Royale that I was fully engrossed. I was hooked from the beginning all the way through to the end and marveled at the beautiful direction and amazing score and wonderful performances that were on full display in full flight the entire film. So I definitely give Bad Times at the El Royale a full price ticket. This is definitely one of my favorite films of the year thus far, and I honestly can't wait to go watch it again. So, that is my review of Bad Times at the El Royale. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Bad Times at the El Royale? And what is your favorite film that features this type of storytelling device in which usually 7 or 8 strangers meet up at some random location and insanity ensues? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!